Find out the incredible best news on the unemployment rate and the economy from this week's jobs report from the Department of Labor. You pay your taxes, so you might as well get the information that we pay for, right? How a former NFL star got caught committing unemployment insurance fraud. I guess if you're on television, you probably shouldn't apply. And the great news of one state reaching a new record low unemployment rate after this. Well, Thursday means, we got to talk about our current state of the U.S. economy and unemployment rate in America in this week's jobs report from the Department of Labor. So if you want to know what's going on, this is the place to look. Just the facts. Science, right? Yes, economists. This week's jobs report shows amazing news for the economy and unemployment rate as they were lower than last week's record-breaking numbers and exceeded the estimates of the Dow Jones economists. The weekly jobs report shows that 290,000 Americans filed their first-time unemployment claims. Now, this is never something to celebrate, but the fact that not as many people had to file is where we celebrate, which this is less than the previous week by 6,000. Last week was 296,000, if you remember. We covered that initial claim, so 6,000 less. We're on our way, folks, and also lower than the estimates of the Dow Jones, who predicted they were not as optimistic this week. They predicted 300,000 unemployment claims. Last week, they were too optimistic. This week, they're too pessimistic. It's like throwing darts, these guys. Also, continuing claims drop to a new pandemic low, followed to 2.48 million. Yes, 2.48 million. It's dropping. This is big. We want that number. The continued claims, we want it to go away. People to have the job if they want one. Today's incredible jobs report extends our weekly streak. This is 3 in a row, folks. This is like a hat trick of unemployment, right? So the benefits drop into new weekly jobless claims and also the continuing dropping. I hope this continues, this momentum over the next couple of weeks as we shine, and hopefully you'll be able to get whatever it is you need without waiting 3 months. There's lots of stuff like in the housing, in real estate where you need a molding, 3 months to get a molding, right? Or Germany, special slabs you gotta buy, literally 3 months before you can get it. And they don't make it till you order it. It's a mess, folks, but hopefully we'll get it together. Meanwhile, we've heard about rappers committing unemployment fraud, but not professional athletes. Nope. But just this week, former New England Patriots wide receiver Kimbrel Tompkins pleaded guilty to unemployment fraud in Miami, Florida federal court to 1 count of unauthorized access, device fraud, and 1 count of aggravated identity theft. Yeah. According to a plea agreement, Tompkins used the stolen identity of numerous Florida residents to obtain fraudulent unemployment insurance benefits from the state of California. This is not like a oops. A lot of people are afraid to answer those questions because they feel like they're going to mess up. Nah, this is like somebody grabbed somebody else's identity and received these unemployment benefits funds on a debit card which were mailed to a Florida address. They must have said, man, I thought this guy lived in California. This is interesting. Maybe he has a Florida, bed and breakfast or Airbnb? I don't know. Prosecutors said the scheme involved approximately, get this, $300,000 in California unemployment insurance funds, out of which about $230,000 of the funds were withdrawn. So $70,000, I guess they didn't get a chance to spend that. Had to buy a watch or something quickly, didn't happen. This just goes to show you that anyone can be caught up in unemployment fraud. Even those incredible athletes that you watch catching touchdowns on Sunday. It's sad, actually. It's terrible. It's so funny too. It's not funny, but there's a trail. There's a digital trail. We can't. I went to the bathroom. I'm not sure that my phone doesn't track the square where exactly I am in my house and how long I'm there. Do you know what I'm saying? These new incredible, remote controls for the world. So, and then you're going to run that through the banking system, and you're going to pop it through, and you're going to use your phone, and the FBI's just got to be sitting there going, man, Come on. Finally, the great news from West Virginia announced that they have reached a new record low unemployment rate, which they haven't seen in 14 years. According to Workforce West Virginia, the seasonal, and they don't just have a rebel governor over there, the seasonal adjusted unemployment rate for September was 4.6%, which is the state's lowest seasonal adjustment unemployment rate since August 2008. Yep, since the Great Recession. Yep, and it's Joe Manchin. He's the governor over there that causes a lot of beef. Governor Jim Justice stated, quote, "When I became your governor, I promised you that jobs would always be at the top of the priority list. I've kept that promise. I couldn't be more proud. I really couldn't," end quote. And I mean, Joe Manchin's a senator. Sorry, not a governor. This is the governor. He also noted, quote, "We are on the move. West Virginia is becoming the place that people have missed. We're everybody, every way can get more and more folks to come to West Virginia," end quote. They're on the map. I know people that have gone there. I have customers that I've taken care of and clients I've taken care of that are literally in West Virginia and say Joe Manchin's amazing and the governor there's amazing, and that's interesting, right? Who thought? West Virginia, Mount Mama, take me home, right? This is great news for all my viewers in the Mount Mama state, and hopefully the unemployment rate is dropping significantly in your neck of the woods, and you're seeing the difference. When you go to your store or wherever you go, there's like somebody there to go, "Can I help you?" Yeah, that's a good thing, right? If you still haven't applied for unemployment assistance, do yourself a favor. Apply today if you can't get a job or can't find a job, or you just don't see one that it will pay you what would cover your mortgage. It always cracks me up to say, there's always a job. Not if you can't pay your mortgage with that job. What are you doing? That's not cool. In most states, you can still claim your unemployment benefits by visiting your UI website, uploading your employment history and your ID, and filling out your application as generally as possible, just to the best of your ability. You don't have to worry about the football star that got 300,000 with a bunch of people's identities. This is just you we're talking about. Just be honest and truthful. Fill out the application. You can get a backdated check for the time that you didn't work, you weren't working, and didn't have a job if you used your own savings. So make sure you do that. At this time, though, the PUA is, not handing out disaster relief benefits at the current moment. Hopefully, we can see them open the program up and offer those backdated gig workers, self-employed, independent contractors, 1099 freelance workers the ability to get back and reach back into stuff that they didn't get. They've been promised by your politicians, by your leaders, that they would do that. Well, they haven't come through. But please keep sharing your experience with the UI and unemployment benefits in your state, because by doing that, it helps us keep up to date. Anything you say will be researched, and we'll find out, and we'll report it right here for you and for everybody else. So you're contributing when you help us spot new stuff. Thank you for watching. I can type in the search bar in Google, Raider, and then